Support and resistance. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about support and resistance for beginners and for the advanced guys. Okay, in today's video, I'll be talking about what is support and resistance, how to identify support and resistance, and how to trade support and resistance profitably. Okay, so smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, let's go. Now, you can look at this trade that I gave to the VIP guys. I use support and resistance to give this trade. All right, give the signal, and we are in good profit. You can see our entry, though we entered a bit late. We would have entered from this price, but from here we entered. I gave it to the VIP guys. Now, how did I identify this with the help of support and resistance? Okay, now if you look at the chart, you see it will be very hard, very confusing to know exactly when to buy or sell. All right, because you have candlestick randomly everywhere. You have the candlestick everywhere, but with the help of support and resistance, it makes the work very, very easy. So what is support and resistance? Support and resistance, in a very layman explanation, it's just where traders find buying opportunity and selling opportunities. Okay, now support is when we have something like this. We have something like this. So let me take this one up here as our, just like a room here, from this price to this other price. This is like a room. This is the room. And inside this room, we have the ceiling and we have the floor. We have the ceiling and we have the floor. So the floor here is the support. When the market drops down to this place, this floor supports the market. So down here is the support. 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 So this is the support. When price comes down to this level, this acts as the support. And when price goes up to this level, this acts as the resistance. So up here, the roof now, the ceiling now is the resistance. Right. This is the resistance, guys. This is the resistance. Okay. So when you're trading or you're coming into trading for the first time and someone asks you where is your support, you know that when market is actually coming down, like it's coming down here, this can be seen as the support. When it was touching above here, it was seen as the resistance. All right, so support and resistance, what do? Their job is for them to reverse price. Whatever price comes to a support level, it will reverse price sometimes, and when price gets to the resistance, it does the same thing. All right, so let's go into the chart and see how they actually reverse the markets when market gets to levels like that. Okay, now for example, I just told you guys that this trade I took here, I used the support and resistance to take the trade. All right, how did I do it? Now, first of all, for you to identify a strong support and resistance, you need to start from the higher time frame, a larger time frame like the daily time frame. Okay, that way, because the higher the time frame, the stronger your analysis. So that way, if you identify them on the higher time frame, it makes the work very easy for you. Now, how did I get this entry, or how did I get to give this signal on the VIX 1018 to the VIP? Now, the first thing I need to do, or the first thing I did was looking at the chart, and I see that market is actually coming down. So where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? That's the first question. Where is it coming from? You need to look for around this level to see if there's a resistance around this level above the price, above the current price. So I brought in my horizontal line and I placed right there. You can see market reverse somewhere here, another one right there, another one right here. It's another reversal there. All right, so that makes it my resistance. So this is my resistance. And after identifying where the market is coming from, the next thing you need to do is looking for where the market is actually going to. which is your support, right? Because when you're selling from a resistance, you're taking profits at the nearest support. So what do? We look for the support, which is this guy right there. Why is it this guy? If you look back, you see that market reverse around that price. Another one here, another one here, another one right there. So that makes it a strong support. And this one is strong resistance. Now, you can see how to identify the support. You can look for where market reversed. You have to ignore the wicks, all right? The shadows. The shadows are not really important when you're trading support and resistance. The shadows are not really important. So you're looking for where markets of obvious reversal happens on the chart, which is this level here. You can see how market reversed from here. We did not consider the wicks because the wicks comes with noise. It makes the work very complicated for you. So you need to ignore the wicks somehow. And sometimes when you identify support a zone like this, it gets to a level where it's only the wick that touches that level, like what we have here. So that doesn't mean that it's not support, it's still support and resistance. All right. So support and resistance are zones on the charts. They are like area on the chart where market reverses. It's not like a price point where once market gets to that point, it must reverse. Sometimes market could get to this level, goes up a bit before the reversal, just like what you see here. You can see around this price, market gets to this resistance. Market did not reverse at this very point. This very line went above the line before the reversal happened. All right. That doesn't mean that this level is not accurate. This support and the resistance is not accurate. It's just that it's an area on the chart, which means market could reverse at this very price, this very point, or it goes above the point, few pipettes above the point. All right, or somewhere closer to the point. Let me show you. Like this example here, we see, you can see this one went above this very point, this line right there, before reverses that closed below and started selling. Let's take a look at this. This one, the same thing, came below, reversed and start buying. But this one, you can see this one did not touch the line. It reversed very close to the line. That's why I'm saying it's an area on the chart, which means market could get to that point. Once market approaches this area, it will start reacting. So you need to make decision. You can see this one here went above the line somehow before the reversal. So that's it. It's an area on your chart. All right. It's an area on your chart. The same thing when it gets to the support. All right. Now, every support can also serve as a resistance in the future if price comes below the support. Every resistance can equally serve as a support in the future if the price comes above this resistance. Let me show you what I mean. Now, for example, here is a support. That is a zone right there. Right? You can see market reverse around that price. So for you to identify a reliable zone, you need to see at least 2 touches on that zone, like today's zone. You need to have 2 touches on this zone, like what we have here. We have 1 right there and 2. We didn't have any other one right there. On the daily time frame, it should be at least 2 places. So you have 2 places from above and below. What I mean is market touches from below and touches from above. So you have 2 places that market touch that level, which makes it a reliable, a very strong zone on the chart. So now, this right here, this level served as a support before. The reverse price upward and market went below this level. Then again went up to this point, and that same level that served as support before now served as a resistance. So that's why I say every support turns to a resistance if price comes below it and touches it from below, serve as a resistance, and every resistance serve as a support. Look at this one again. It served as a resistance before market went above it, and it served as a support later on. So that's it. That's what you need to know. Now, the more touches on the zone, on the resistance or support, the more touches you have, the stronger the zone. If you have more touches on that zone, like on this resistance like this, if you have more touches, like more than 2, the more touches, the stronger that zone is. Now, when you're selling, you're taking profits at the nearest support. And when you're buying, you're taking profits at your nearest resistance. So now we've discussed what support is. We've discussed how to identify, we've discussed what support and resistance is, how to identify them. And now we want to talk about how to trade them profitably. If you watch this video to this point, I will plead you support us by smashing the like button, subscribe, and drop some good comments. Now, how do you trade support and resistance successfully, profitably? I would like to delete everything out. Oh, all right, let me go on with it. Now, first of all, like I said, you need to move to your daily time frame. It's very important. I've been doing it for years now, and I always move to my daily time frame. If I start use any other time frame, trust me, most cases it fails. So move to your daily time frame. When you move to your daily time frame, you want to understand where the market is coming from and where is it going to. Now, you can see that this pair here, VIX 10-1S, is in a strong downtrend. It's in a strong downtrend. So you don't want to go against the trend. The trend is your friend. It shows you the direction of the market. So now we have our trend and it says it's down. So since it's a downtrend, what are we looking at next? The next thing we need to look at will be where is it bouncing off from? Because you have to wait for market to get to your resistance since it's a downtrend. Because see, the market moves like this. Market moves in waves, moves like this in waves. All right. This is how it moves. So what does it mean? When you are in a downtrend, we're looking to sell at around this price. So that as it's going down, the more it's going down, we make more money, right? And when it gets to a certain resistance, we sell because the more it goes down, the more we make money. Every time it gets to a resistance, we sell. So now, since we are in a downtrend, we just have to wait patiently for market to push to the nearest resistance, because once it breaks this level, you need to start moving your horizontal lines and look for a zone above the price. Now, you need to wait patiently for market to go back to your zone, your resistance. Once market touches your resistance on the daily time frame, you need to look, is this a resistance? What makes it a resistance? Has market respected this resistance before? All right. You need to go back to the left to see if market actually respected this resistance before, like 1 time, 2 times, and 3 times, and 4 times. All right, so we have 4 places where market respected this resistance, which makes it a very strong resistance on the charts. So that's alone. We've gotten like 2 reasons why we should sell at that resistance. Now, what's the next thing to do? Still on the daily time frame, you need to understand the candlesticks on the daily time frame. The candlesticks on the daily time frame. You can see this candlestick close below the zone. So if it closes above the zone, shows that maybe market will just come, bounce off the zone and start going up. But since this one closed below the zone, that shows that sellers are actually in charge of the market. So this shows weakness, buyer's weakness, buy weakness, which shows sellers are in. You can see this previous candlestick closed bearish. That shows that sellers are in already. So what do? You need to move down to the lower time frame. Now we've gotten like 3 reasons why we should trade or we should sell this assets. Okay. Now we move down to our 4 hours time frame. Moving down to 4 hours time frame, you just want to see your entries. You want to look for your entries. All right. You might not really see much on the 4 hours time frame. We will need to talk about how to actually look for an entry on the 4 hours time frame, or what to do on the 4 hours time frame before going down to a more lower time frame. But in this video, since we are just talking about what is time zones, how to identify zones, and how to trade them successfully, let's move down to a more lower time frame, like the 30 minutes time frame or the 50 minutes time frame. So we are here on the 30 minutes time frame. On the 30 minutes time frame, you're looking for the move. Now, You can see this where we have our line, our horizontal line, which is our resistance. This way we have our resistance. But this market did not drop from the resistance, right? It started dropping from the resistance, though it has gone far. So because I know that it has already touched the resistance and it's selling, there's no need for me to wait to sell it at this very price. I know the market has started going down already. So I just need to look for an entry, my stop loss, and take profits levels. Okay. Now, how do we look for an entry? Looking for an entry is one of the most important things when it comes to trading, because your entry is as important as your take profits and your SL. All right. So now, how do you look for an entry? You use candlesticks to look for entry, and where you place your SL, you need to also use candlestick or the structures to place your SL. Here, my reason for this sell was, with cotton market, it's a downtrend and there's a pullback already to the resistance. All right, market dropped from the resistance and retested the resistance to confirm it's as a very strong and reliable resistance. But unfortunately, we were not on the chart. I was not on the chart to take the trade from this price. This would have been the best price. But I wasn't on the on chart to take the trade, but I had so much time that I was opportune to see it around this price. Now, market started selling, pull back, would have shot from here, but it did not sell from here. Started dropping again. Since it started moving from the resistance, that shows that, remember, when you sell from a resistance, you take profits at the nearest support. I had to wait. I knew that market would be going to the nearest support, which is around this price. Okay, around this price. So I now saw market did another pullback, and I decided to give the short from that price. I decided to give the short from that price. And you don't just sell it around this price. You need to wait for market to give you that footprints. All right, that's it's actually coming down before you start selling. All right, so that's what I did. And if I bring in my trend line, we're not talking about that though, but if I bring in my trend line, I can see that market respected this trend and it will be going down. Now, where do you place your SL? Your SL should be above the structure. This is my structure and this above the structure. I put my SL quite above the structure, and my target is around the structure as well. My target is around the structure. You can see that pretty easy, very, very easy. So we also have what we call the minor zones. The minor zones are the ones you identify on the lower time frame, like the hourly time frame, the 30 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame. So if I place this line right here, you can see that the market reversed here. It's not a strong level. We don't use it. I only use it to place my SL, look for SL levels and targets. All right. So market reversed around this price, did the same thing here, did the same thing here, and again here, which is the reason I gave this sell, because it just bounced off this resistance, the minor resistance, and I gave the call. My SLs are both the minor resistance. As simple as that, guys. So I think the video is long enough. It's too long. I don't like long video, but in this video, if you watch this video over and over, you'll be able to learn so much from this video. It's awesome. Like, the video is mainly for the beginners. Even advanced traders can equally learn so much from this video. If you have any question, or if you do not have any understanding after watching this video, drop a comment. I will attend to every comment, or check the description to chat me up on WhatsApp or Telegram. Let's grow together. That'll be all for now. Bye bye.